Hello people, this is Ryder here with the review of the Cup Noodles Limited Edition Spicy Buffalo with Ranch Wings. So, if you've not been catching on, obviously for the last 2 weeks we've been covering the new trio of buffalo, or like wing flavored cup noodles, to which we first took a look at garlic parmesan, then we took a look at lemon pepper, now we're taking a look at spicy buffalo with ranch. Which, as you can see here, here's the packaging. It's pretty simple, obviously. This one actually has the wing, well, I mean they all have different wings, but this one actually is obviously different because this one actually replicates the buffalo sauce. And then here's a look at the actual noodles, the fold line. The microwave directions, we don't go by these. The nutritional facts, the ingredients, and all the other information. We have the foam bottom with the best buy date, which they're all various days. And yeah, there will be a jump cut of when I actually do eat this, and hopefully I get over this cold. Just because obviously I'm not going to eat these all right away, so. Alright, so since we're here, let's finish this trilogy off by taking a look at the inside, which again has what we expect, just with the buffalo powder. This honestly smells more like the it was my first noodles that I've ever had, and they're still my favorite. They're still up there with like Shin Ramen, the like white packet ones with the red lid and such. I will bring it down. I'm pretty sure we still have some. I'll bring it down to show. But that's what the smell reminds me of. That's what this, honestly, appearance-wise looks like. And the smell, too. Because it's very chilly. It smells very chili-esque, despite the fact, like, chili pepper, I meant. Despite it being buffalo. So, again, once I heat it down, actually maybe I'll do like a quick cut. I'll quickly come down here to film it, and then I'll come back up. It's this brand. This is the brand I'm referring to. This is what I consider like a childhood favorite of mine. They changed the packaging because it's not foam anymore, unfortunately. It's plastic and such, but I always this is still probably one of my favorites, up there with Shin Ramen. Unfortunately, Shin Ramen has topped this one just because, again, like what I said, I like the Shin Ramen noodles better, but this one's probably like my second favorite. My second favorite noodle brand of all time, just because childhood nostalgia, I guess. I was not expecting this to smell very, it's not pleasant. It's the complete opposite of when it wasn't in water. Like, immediately when I was pouring the hot water in, the smell was like, came to me and was like, oh, this might not be pleasant. Which is actually kind of unfortunate because I was actually looking forward to this one. But this one might be the most exotic one, which is bizarre. Also, I put water up to here and it already, like, went down. I don't know if cup noodles are supposed to be the kind of noodles that are supposed to be, like, broth heavy. But, like, this barely looks like it has any, even though it isn't even cooked. But, yeah, okay. I'm just hoping this one's decent. But, let's just get straight to it because we're, at this point, we should be familiar with the contents of this because we've been doing this for the last 2 weeks. So obviously here's the main selling point. Here's the chicken, the dehydrated, rehydrated chicken. It's just orange now. So let's see if we have that amazing buffalo taste. Okay, so it comes in near the end. But I'm barely tasting the ranch. Okay. Where's the carrot? The carrot looks like drowned in... Come on, carrot. Yeah, man. I feel like this is probably the most undercooked one I've probably done. Because I literally poured the water in, recorded my segment, recorded the last segment, looked at it, once I put it back, and was like, why does it look like it's already done? Typically you leave it for like 5 minutes. Or you're supposed to leave it for 4 minutes. So here's the carrot. Yep, that's just really crunchy. I don't remember what this one was. This is not the celery. There, you can actually see. But that's not... Oh, I guess this is the... Why did I forget what this is called? I'm really dumb. Why am I forgetting what this vegetable is called? Celery. Wow, we're really like just... we're not even out of it. We're just kind of like... We're really losing it off of nothing. So, here's a noodle. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. The buffalo sauce actually came out well. So I'm curious why it's not doing that with the other stuff. What the noodles is actually, yeah, with the noodles it actually like tastes natural. So I'm curious why it's not really spreading itself with the rest of the ingredients and such. Which I guess that means, last but not least, is the broth. So we'll try the broth. I won't be chicken like yesterday. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, it's a lot deeper than I was expecting. Okay, so that is definitely a buffalo sauce broth. Honestly, kind of reminds me of the garlic parmesan, where that was just a very garlicky broth. Obviously, like obviously it's in the name. It's what you expect. A spicy buffalo broth, or if it's going to be called spicy buffalo with ranch, you're going to get that within the broth. So let's try to have a bite now. A big bite now. So then we can actually feel like we are eating spicy buffalo with wings with ranch within our ramen noodles. 3, 2, 1. I feel like with the broth, you kind of lose that immersion. Because I think that's what surprised me with that top layer of noodles I had. Where you know you're eating like a ramen noodle, but like the fact the sauce makes it like, oh shoot, I am actually eating the sauce with noodles was actually kind of amazing. But with the broth, you lose that immersion. If you get what I mean. Which is interesting. So we'll have another bite. And also, I was going to question, why did they decide to have these condiments? Like, why did they decide to have what they call the carrot flakes and the celery? But I guess it's just because that's typically what you eat on the side with the wings. The American way, I guess. I wouldn't know. We just eat rice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so basically, I feel like this is probably the case where I think this could have actually been a lot better without the broth. The broth is not anything bad, because like what I said, it's advertised, it is what it advertises as. But like, I mean, yes, I know you can just simply replicate it by buying yourself ramen noodles and then douncing it in buffalo sauce. But like, that is kind of weird in the first place. So like, obviously the way this is obviously, I mean, the last three have been set up in just this limited edition one as a whole. Obviously, it's supposed to be a novelty piece, not like a piece, but like a novelty food of just like, oh yeah, sure, I'll try it once and like never do it again. But like, I don't know, like this one I think was so close down. Like this one was like almost up there with like the breakfast one. It was just like without the broth, you it could have worked. Which obviously, like, I was going to do this big thing, like, okay, let's rank all of these, but I think you already got my ranking already. So let me just have this last bite before we just go over it again. Okay, that bite actually was pretty good. That one actually felt like I was getting a lot more buffalo sauce and such. I feel like I don't really sense the ranch. Maybe it's like a ting of ranch, but like I don't really sense it. Maybe I have to drink the broth again. No. I mean, maybe it's just also because I rarely have eaten buffalo chicken with ranch. But I feel like I would know how that flavor combination is. But yeah, so I think my ranking on these was pretty simple. Garlic Parmesan is probably my favorite. Spicy Buffalo with ranch is the second. And then lemon pepper was my least favorite one. I also forgot to bring up that there were black peppers in the lemon pepper because I didn't show that. It wasn't as disgusting as the all bagel one. It wasn't as disgusting as that because I'm more used to having to eat up all the black pepper from all the times I added it in pho. So that is more like suitable for myself rather than what I dealt with the bagel one. But yeah, this was definitely an interesting string of limited edition releases for the cup noodles. You know, I generally don't know what more they can do. Because, like, again, it was just more so, like, these things are cheap. So we just get them. But, honestly, that will have to do with this review. I think to talk about this thing itself, I do think it's good. It is good with the aspect of immersion. I just feel like the broth kind of again takes you out of it. But I guess at the same time you can see that as like the broth is like a mediator between your senses knowing that you are eating ramen that just happen to have the scent of spicy buffalo chicken, even though you can barely taste the other, like the chicken, the celery, and the carrot when you have a batch of noodles and such. Because again, that just kind of gets washed away. That goes with all of these and such. So, yeah. That'll have to do with this review. This is Ryder, and I'll leave people. Bye.